Global War 36 enthusiast here with Operation GoldenEye. Turn 7.1, Germany. It is July 1939. I have 5 tech rolls. I'm going to roll for advanced mechanized, jet fighters, radar, wartime economy, and improved factories. Okay, so for advanced mechanized infantry, I failed with a 1. For jet fighters, I failed with a 5. For radar, I failed with a 3. For wartime economy, I failed with a 2. For improved factories, I succeeded with a 12. That's okay. Well, okay, that isn't where I needed my luck. There's going to be a battle in, I guess I should first talk about purchases. Okay, I have 57 IPPs to spend. I'm going to get 5 militia for 10, 5 infantry for 15, that's 25, 1 airborne infantry for 3, that's 28, 1 medium armor for 6, that's 34, 1 seaplane for 7, that's 41, 1 submarine for 6, that's 47, I'm going to advance the Vichy battleship 1 stage up from stage 3 up to stage 2, that costs me 5. I'm going to lend-lease, that gets me up to 52. I'm going to lend-lease 1 Marines to Vichy for 4, that gets me up to 56, and I'll save 1 IPP. This is my free blue division from Spanish Civil War. Okay, I was saying that I'm going to need luck here in the combat phase. I'm going to move, I'm going to pick up 2 infantry. And I'm going to go down to C-Zone 80 and divide my forces into a moving force, which is my transport with the 2 infantry, preparing for amphibious assault on Tunisia. And, I need to ask Panzer J if he wants to scramble. Yeah, I'm going to have to hold because it's late at night. He could scramble. I didn't realize, when I was doing my turn, only now did I see the air base. I wonder if Panzer J is up. Sorry for this delay. Let's see. You know what? I think what I'll do is I'll do half my turn and see if Chris responds. Coming. Give me just a second. This is so awkward. I don't think, all I've done is PBE. So I think it would be okay for me to stop the camera, text Panzer J, and see what happens. I think that's okay. I don't think there's anything that my opponents could be worried about there. I'm going to pause. Okay, I'm back. I texted him. I haven't had any response. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set everything up, because when I paused, I thought, I haven't done anything, but I could see how my opponents might be concerned about me interrupting my turn and then rolling a big battle, which I'm going to be doing. But I think what I should do is do the entire battle by PBE. That way there won't be any questions that, because what I could have done, at the time I paused it, I was like, oh my God, I'm making you guys wait while I'm trying to text Panzer J. But what I could have done is roll the dice. Does that make sense? Like, now I could do this big battle that I'm going to do and roll the dice over and over. So I don't want anyone to be concerned that any shenanigans are going on. So I'm going to do this whole thing by PBE. But what I'll do is I'll set it all up for you, what's going to be happening. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be attacking. This whole. I've taken the forces that were here in 24. I know the Dutch are here in 24, but they can't participate in this battle unless I were to declare war on the Netherlands. They are neutral right now, so they're not going to be involved even though they're in Sea Zone 24. What Panzer J has is 2 light carriers, 2 torpedo boat destroyers, 2 destroyers, 1 light cruiser, 1 tactical bomber, 1 coastal defense ship, and 2 transports. Okay, that's what he has in Sea Zone 24. So we'll take this over. I'm not going to roll it on the dice. I'm going to do it by PBE. I don't have it all set up on PBE, so I'm just going to set this whole battle up for you guys, mentally. All right, so I can bring these 5 units from the Baltic states. The units I can't bring have a range of 1, my coastal defense ship and my coastal submarine. But these guys have a range of 2 or more. My torpedo boat destroyers, 2 destroyers, and a light cruiser. They can go 1, 2, 3 because I do have a major naval facility in Sea Zone 15. So that's where these guys are going to enter the fray. By the way, Panzer J could have stopped this if he just took one of his torpedo boat destroyers and put it in 13. Then if I fought through there, I couldn't continue on more than 1 space. So that could have stopped these guys. And these guys are who I'm hoping are going to be my cannon fodder, take my losses so I don't have to lose any of my subs or aircraft. Okay, so that's what's going on here. And then I can bring in all 5 of my subs. Can you see that sub down in Sea Zone 79? Yeah, you can, just right at the bottom. Okay, so that sub can go 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3 to get to 24. So everybody can make it to 24. So there's 5 subs that are attacking at 3. So that is a pretty good force, but the key that made me realize I could do this attack is being able to bring the aircraft in from Bavaria. I was planning to attack Yugoslavia, but then I saw this opportunity to take out, that's on camera, to take out 2 light carriers, a tactical bomber, 2 destroyers. It's always good to kill destroyers when you're trying to do convoy raiding, and the 2 light carriers, if I didn't say them. The 2 transports, naval transports, that's good to kill them too. Okay, so the planes can reach here. This guy will go 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's going to land in Paris. And then this fighter from Western Germany is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and land in Paris. Well, I guess I should put them on the battle board. That'll be 1 at 7 and 1 at 6. The other good thing is on the first round, the fighters might take out his tactical bomber. The other fighter from Bavaria, he can go 1, 2, 3, 4. He has to land in Normandy. And this is another key factor, is if Panzer J had just picked up 1 infantry and dropped it off in Normandy, then that would have prevented me from bringing 2 of these aircraft, the tactical bomber and a fighter. So I have twice as many combat factors as Panzer J does in this battle. I have 14 units and he has 9. He has 11, but the transports can't really participate. So I'm going to freeze this and do everything by PBE. If Panzer J doesn't respond to me until the morning about Sea Zone 80, we'll do that attack afterwards by PBE. Let's see, is there anything else? That's all my combat movement. So I'm going to pause here, set up PBE, and let you know what happened. Okay, Global War 36 here, back with our battle results. Okay, let's go through what PBE results we got here. Okay, the attacker, the torpedo boat destroyers rolled a 9 and a 12, so they missed. The destroyers rolled an 8 and a 2, so that's 1 hit. The 5 submarines rolled a 6 and 11, a 5, a 9, and a 6. So all the submarines missed. the light cruiser hit with a 4. The fighters rolled a 2 and a 9, so that's 1 air superiority hit. The tactical bomber missed with an 8, but the medium bomber hit with a 5. So I should have averaged 5 hits, I only got 4 hits. Not too bad. Now his defending rolls. So he has his light carriers at a 1. He rolled a 12 and a 4, so they missed. His torpedo boat destroyers at 2s rolled a 5 and a 6. They missed. His 2 destroyers rolled 2 10s, so they missed. His light cruiser hit with a 2. His tactical bomber hit with a 4. It's not a target selection hit. And his coastal defense ship hit with a 1. Okay, so let me come around here and get rid of these casualties. So he rolled average. He had 2.5 to 3 hits was his prediction, and he got 3 hits, and I got 4 hits, so 1 below. Let's see what happened in the next round. The attackers have 5 submarines at 3, and the submarines rolled a 12, an 11, a 4, a 5, and an 8, so they all missed. The 2 destroyers, I got 1 destroyer. 1 attacking destroyer rolls a 1 and hits, and 1 attacking light cruiser rolls a 2 and hits. So that's 2 hits. Then 2 fighters at 6, both hit with 5s. Each of them rolled a 5. The tactical bomber misses with an 8, and the medium bomber hits with a 3. So all the hits, okay, so I got lucky on that round. I hit above average, got 5 hits with fewer units. None of my subs never hit, all 10 subs missed, I believe. His defending roll, he has a torpedo boat destroyer, misses with an 11. His 2 destroyers miss, rolling a 10 and a 5. His light cruiser hits with a 5. His coastal defense ship hits with a 3. And that's the end of the battle. So I take it with 5 submarines in Sea Zone 24. He has a seaplane, so he'll be able to come in and take a shot at one of my subs. Or maybe more, I don't know how that works. He could bring in a destroyer and a seaplane, so I guess if he hits twice, he could kill 2 subs, so that might be fruitful if he gets lucky. And then I need to show you where my planes are landing. Okay, so from Sea Zone 24, 1 medium bomber can make it back to Paris, and 1 fighter was able to make it from Paris. That's the one that took off from Western Germany. 1 fighter and 1 tactical bomber land in Normandy. Okay, and that's pretty much what I predicted was going to happen. After I killed the last coastal defense ship, then the 2 transports were also destroyed. And that was the outcome of that battle. I think I killed about 60 IPPs, and it's hard to tabulate what it cost of a torpedo boat destroyers, but he lost 2 torpedo boat destroyers, I lost 2 torpedo boat destroyers. He lost that coastal defense ship, but other than that, I think he lost 60 IPPs about on top of that, and I lost 20 with the 2 destroyers and the light cruiser. The destroyers are 6 or 7, aren't they? 22. Okay, I have to tell you about what happened down here in this Sea Zone 80 battle. So I rolled, let's see, my Vichy battleship rolled a 3 and hit, and his heavy cruiser rolled a 1 and hit. So this torpedo boat destroyer is destroyed, and that's really good for Panzer J because I can't blockade without 3 ships. And so I only have 2 ships. Even if I had succeeded, if I had killed him, I had a 50-50 chance he wasn't going to hit me. But even if I had succeeded with that, I don't think I could have blockaded him that same turn because these guys were screening. So it's really smart for Panzer J to put his heavy cruiser there. I'm going to fly this plane back to southern France. And then the transport's going to drop off the 2 infantry in Tunisia. Is that on camera? I think it barely is. And so that will make Vichy France go up 1 and Free France go down 1. So they swap places. Vichy France is worth 5, Free France is worth 4. And I think that concludes my combat movement. Now we're going to have non-combat movement. So I've got this fighter that I just got in Hungary, and I'm going to have him fly all the way from Hungary to Western Germany. Let's see, is that on? There we go, that's better. We'll take that fighter from Hungary and we'll fly him up to Western Germany. Okay, one artillery is going to move from Warsaw down to Donoslaski. Repetition is the mother of learning. One infantry is going to move from Slovakia to Donoslaski. 5 medium armor. This is in Paris. I don't know if that's on camera. Yep, it is. Okay. They're going to move 1-2. 1-2 over to Bavaria. This mountain infantry is going to move from Alsace-Lorraine over to Bavaria. This infantry in Belgium is going to move down 1 to Picardy. I'm going to make some rail moves out of Western Germany. So let's chip this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change in this red one. Okay, I'm going to be railing 4 infantry here from Western Germany. So that means that 3 will be left behind. And I'm going to send 2 to Normandy. Do I need 2 in Normandy? I think I'll send 2 to Paris, and 1 to Normandy, and 1 to Alsace-Lorraine. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, so I think that's the end of my non-combat movement. Let me make doubly sure. Yep. Okay, I am placing units. So 1, I think I need to go a little bit over. Okay, let's get these 5 militia and tell my opponents where these militia are going to go. 1 militia is going to go in Aquitaine. 1 militia is going to go in Paris. One militia is going to go in Western Germany. 1 militia is going to go in Berlin. And where's my 5th militia? Aquitaine, Paris. Oh yeah, Alsace-Lorraine. That's where I want. Okay, that's where the 5 militia go. And I have 5 infantry to place. 3 of them are going to go into Western Germany. So I have 6 infantry in Western Germany. 1 of them is going to go in Paris, and 1 of them is going to go in Warsaw. You know how before I was agonizing over Normandy versus Paris? I would like to have railed another guy into Normandy. So I have 2 infantry in Normandy and 2 infantry in Paris. Sorry for giving you guys a run around to my opponents and ally. 1 medium armor is going to go in Bohemia. 1 airborne infantry is going to go in Western Germany. This submarine is going to go in Sea Zone 13. This seaplane, I believe I've only placed 4 units in Western Germany. I placed the 3 infantry and the 1 airborne infantry. So this seaplane is the 5th unit there in Western Germany. I'm going to lend-lease this marine, so connected by land, just go on the rail to southern France. Okay, that's the placement of units. Oh, I got the blue division that goes in Germany. I mean, in Berlin. Okay. I can align one of my 3 Axis miners. I'm going to align Romania. Romania will become German. And so that will give Madman Dan a PBE, generate a PBE, and at the same time I'm going to do the PBE for Vichy. So I have a Vichy roll at 2, and I have a Sleeping Bear D12 increase, because by aligning a territory that is adjacent to Russia, that increases their wartime or their peacetime income. So the Vichy recruitment roll is a failure at a 7, and the peacetime income increase is average at 6. So Russia is at 14. I've offered for him to sign. I don't know if he wants to sign the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, but if he is going to sign it, then he's going to do it retroactive. That'd give me an extra 5 IPP. But I think he wanted to see if I was going to, whether I was aligning Romania or Bulgaria. So I collect income. I'm at 42. I get 3 for Sweden and 3 now for Romania. So that gets me up to 48. I collect 5 for Vichy, so that's 53, and I saved 1, so I'm at 54 IPP. Next up is Madman Dan with turn 7.2 USSR.